You guys know I'm always in search of new upcoming games pretty much from every genre. If it's looking good, then I might definitely cover it, and that's what I'm doing today. We're checking out an open world survival, single player and co-op game heavily inspired by The Forest and being created by what seemed to be only one person, and man, does it look to have a lot of stuff to do. A literal massive survival game that is filled with things to do and discover, like building your base in any way you want with a power generation system, wind turbines, solar panels, water mills, and so much more. And of course you have a lot of enemies trying to get at you. It's not just about survival, there will be a lot of action too with pretty weird monsters that the developer still hasn't finished working on. Keep in mind everything you're seeing here is 100% subject to change and will be better over time. This is Derelicts. In terms of functionality and gameplay features, it's really The Forest-like with survival, base building and protection. The goal will be to protect and make your base into a safe haven and also upgrade the base in order to craft specific objects that will allow you to explore initially inaccessible places on the map, like getting a grappling hook, an oxygen bottle, wall-run boots and things like that, which will all have unique gameplay elements. Each time a player crafts a key object, he will be able to access areas that will allow him to craft the next one, until reaching the end of the game. The game will have a massive end, at least for the very final version. The developer still doesn't know what the content will be for early access yet. It will also be necessary to collect keystones to access the final temple, so look for them in the world. In Derelicts, the players embody a team that returns to Earth after receiving a message from the team who had stayed and who said they had found the location of the temples that houses the mechanism. The players are in a small shuttle and accompany some sort of a big mother ship, which ends up crashing on Earth in several large pieces, and of which it will be necessary to go to visit the wrecks to recover recipes / key objects, a little bit like in Subnautica if you guys have played it. The goal will therefore be to find the entrances to the underground temples / caves while collecting clues left by the team that had remained on Earth. Small indie games like these is why I have so much faith in the indie gaming industry. Like I always said since the beginning, this is where the future is. It's not in the AAA games anymore because they have no heart and it's not made with the fun factor in first place anymore. In Derelicts, like I said before, there will be a power generation system which all will work or not depending on the weather outside. There's also a water use system to move the logs to the sawmills and allow more automated production for your base, without you having to do all the work by hand or with your friends. This solo developer really tried to make the game as organic as possible by minimizing the UI, the physical inventory and etc. So it's just very realistic in the sense that your screen won't be filled with random stuff, and it's just about being simple. For the example of enemies, it will be mainly monsters resulting from animal / human mutation. There's no zombies and no infected, so it will go from shapeless things to things reminiscent of animals, for example. For the environment, there will be a forest biome with giant pines. This biome will alternate between normal and winter, also a beach biome and also a lava biome. The dev will also like, if he has the time and the possibility, to add a desert and snow biome. Added to these outer biomes, there will be the indoor environments, like underground temples, caves and things like that. Here's the lore of the game. An ancient civilization which preceded man on Earth had, like us, overexploited and polluted the planet until it ended up destroying itself. Knowing that they would not be able to survive, the members of this civilization had created underground bunker temples to store a mechanism that would prevent another species from threatening the survival of the planet and its ecosystem. Thousands of years later, in a future compared to our current time, man is again the species that threatens the planet and the mechanism is triggered, causing radiation which little by little transforms all living species, including us as monsters, returning us to the state of animals, and therefore no more problem of threat to the ecosystem. The richest humans decide to leave Earth to avoid being infected and to live on space stations. However, they leave a last team mobilized on Earth, hoping that they can find the location of the mechanism and stop it. Alright guys, for more gaming news on this game or games similar to this one, support this video and subscribe.